I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Monday, June the 29th, 2015. An Israeli soldier was stabbed today. The 20-year-old female soldier sustained moderate to serious injury this morning at a checkpoint between Jerusalem and the West Bank city of Bethlehem. A female suspect was arrested. She was named by Israel Radio as 20-year-old Palestinian Misun Musa from Bethlehem. 2 more knives were also found on Musa, and she was handed over to the Shin Bet, Israel's security agency, for further questioning. She reportedly did confess that her intention was to kill an IDF soldier. The injured IDF soldier was evacuated to Hadassah Medical Center in Ein Kerem in Jerusalem for treatment. Israel security forces boarded the Mariana of Gothenburg this morning without incident. The Swedish ship had set sail Friday from the Isle of Crete, aiming to break Israel's naval blockade of Gaza. The IDF said the passengers on board, reportedly about 70 pro-Palestinian activists protesting the blockade of Gaza, would not comply with the Army's demands to change course, and therefore the ship was escorted to the Israeli port of Ashdod. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called the protest of the ship or flotilla, quote, nothing but a demonstration of hypocrisy and lies that is only assisting the Hamas terrorist organization and ignores all of the horrors in our region. Netanyahu noted that stopping the ship was done in accordance with international law. Israel, as well as Egypt, placed a naval blockade on Gaza as a security measure to keep weapons from being smuggled in when terror group Hamas took over Gaza in 2007. Many Jewish organizations welcomed the Supreme Court's decision Friday recognizing that same-sex couples have a constitutional right to marry. Among them, the Anti-Defamation League, who praised the landmark decision, saying the court stood on the right side of history. 13 Jewish groups, including organizations representing the Reform, Reconstructionist, and conservative streams of Judaism, were among the 25 groups that joined the amicus brief the ADL had filed, urging the result reached Friday, like the American Jewish Committee, who hailed the passage of the law, while also stressing that the decision does not end the battle for legal protection for LGBT equality, and the National Council of Jewish Women, who said they would continue to work to achieve equality for LGBT individuals in every aspect of life. The Rabbinical Assembly, the Association of Conservative Rabbis, praised the court's decision as well for upholding equality and the sacred commitment of marriage of all couples, stating, Jewish tradition reminds us that we are all created equally, B'Tselem Elohim, in the image of God. The Orthodox Union released a statement saying that while they maintain that marriage is defined as between a man and a woman, they also note that Judaism teaches respect for others, and that they condemn discrimination against individuals and respect Friday's legal process. The Jewish Council for Public Affairs urged respect for the court's decision and understanding all around. They said, we call for sensitivity and civility in this debate, understanding that the vast majority on all sides are people of goodwill, adding that, quote, adjusting to change is not always easy or swift. 22 U.S. senators sent a bipartisan letter to U.S. President Barack Obama, urging him to continue to reinforce the U.S.'s unwavering commitment to the State of Israel. Democratic Senator Kirsten Gillibrand of New York and Republican Senator Mike Rounds of South Dakota led the effort. The letter notes the increasing instability in the Middle East and asked for the president's ongoing support of Israel and of direct negotiations between Israel and the Palestinians, and to deny the Palestinians unilateral actions at the United Nations that are done in order to avoid direct talks with Israel. They also wrote that the U.S. has a vital role to play in facilitating those direct talks. Mayor of Paris Anne Hidalgo, together with the leader of the veteran French Jewish organization Consistoire Central, Joel Merguez, announced the construction of a new Jewish cultural institution in the city. The European Center for Judaism will be built in northern Paris and is set to open in 2017. It will cost an estimated $11 million. Merguez noted the tragic year it has been for France, which included the terror attack at the Hyper Caché kosher market in January. He said he hoped the new project would offer hope to the Jewish community there. And turning now to our programming for tonight, Monday, June the 29th. At 7:30, World Jewish Congress President Ronald Lauder gives opening remarks at the 2015 Jerusalem Post Conference in New York City, discussing the rise of anti-Semitism in Europe and the need to defeat the BDS movement. At 8 o'clock, U.S. Secretary Treasury Jacob Lew's address at the conference, and a discussion there between Likud Knesset member Yuval Steinitz with J-Post's Steve Lind. At 9 o'clock, Mark Golub sits down with author Talia Karner to talk about her latest novel, Hotel Moscow. And at 10, Jewish member of the U.S. Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer talks to journalist Linda Greenhouse about some of the controversial issues he's dealt with. And coming up right after this newscast tonight, Executive Director of the American Jewish Committee, David Harris, critiques the UN report on the war on Gaza and the moral failure of countries which supported an investigation of Israel. And that's the JBS News Update for Monday, June the 29th, 2015. I'm Teisha Bader.